Hi, everybody. Welcome to Homeownership Heroes Military Spouse Monday. And just to give you a little background about this show, we have taken two industry professionals, which I'll introduce here in a second. And we have taken and combed Facebook for questions from our military spouse community regarding the VA home loan benefit. And today, my guests are Rick Bettencourt and John Bell III, Deputy Director of Loan Guarantee Service.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
You're welcome, man. You're going to thank me now, but you might not thank me.
Let's get into it. What do we got?
So I have not went through the questions with these two individuals.
These have not been prepped, a softball.
And I feel that that's the fair setup for this. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we go. So question number one. All right, let's talk VA, okay? Mm-hmm. I am told by so many it's no money down. And then out of nowhere, we are told we need to hand over money if we wish to put in an offer on a house. Is this money down or a deposit? Can anyone give the VA loan to me straight? I am so tired of all the mixed messages from military spouse.
That's a great question. I know from an originator side of things, what I do is I explain the difference between the two Ds, a deposit and a down payment. And, in Massachusetts, where I'm from, it is common and customary kind of for a deposit to take that house off the market. Kind of like I explained, like a Sears and Roebuck layaway. You want that product, you want that item, you got to give them some money to take it off the market. But then we take it a further step. So what ends up happening is that deposit money is not your down payment. You can still finance 100% the value of the home, provide you credit qualify, all that stuff. But that deposit is then applied towards any sort of settlement charges, expenses that you will have in connection with consummating the deal. So simple example, you give them a deposit of $5,000 on 100% financing. You now close that day, that deposit money will be applied towards your closing costs. And if they were $5,000, you get no money back. And I know that's kind of how we like to address it. John, what's VA's take on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's regional, right? Specific, right? So, there are some states that don't require a deposit, right? They just, the down payment is customary. Our 100%, it's, for VA, it's really little or no down payment, right? And for a vast majority of our veterans, they pay, little out of pocket. That out of pocket money, you got to factor in whether or not there's any seller concessions because you're going to have closing costs. And those closing costs can be rolled into the loan. It depends on really how much you're rolling into the loan as to how much seller concession that you have, as well as how much money you're going to bring to the table. So, that could differ.
Yeah, and it's very important when you make your offer. I think it's when you finance your settlement charges in, it is really VA is going to lend the lower or the lesser of the notice of value or the sale price. So, yeah. It's very important. And then this is where you want to, as a veteran spouse looking to purchase a home, interview your mortgage professional and ask really good pointed questions about specific VA experience. How much VA experience do you have? Because I think you have to do your due diligence there.
I will say the one thing we don't want you to do is be discouraged on the VA product itself, because there is no data anywhere that doesn't show that this isn't one of the most competitive programs out there. So don't be deterred. It's an easy product, to get. It is a very manageable product. And if you have any issues, like Rick said, the mortgage professional is one of the key points to knowledge of the VA program. We're always there to help.
Yeah.
We've got 8 offices nationwide that you can contact at any time.
That's a good point.
But, so we're there to help you with that process as well. There's also tools online. But, the mortgage professional is key to you feeling comfortable in the transaction.
And those offices that John's talking about, they're called regional loan centers. And you as a veteran or a spouse can contact them anytime for more of an unbiased opinion on the situation. So you can look up your regional loan center, and they are an invaluable resource. So that's a great point.
All right, guys, great answer. And I think one of the things that's really important here is you need to level set expectation with your mortgage professional and tell them what your goal is here.
Absolutely.
So I think where people fail sometimes is just because the assumption is 100% financing, they forget about the other stuff.
Correct.
And so not table setting with your mortgage professional, letting them know, hey, listen, we do not want to come out of pocket with anything at closing. Can you please structure the loan accordingly? will save you a lot of heartache too.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. Question 1 wasn't too bad.
That was a good one.
Here we go.
All right, question 2. Here we go.